Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Farthing, and I am doing math this week, and we are going to complete the Chapter 2 review together today. So we're going to do the review today, and your test will be tomorrow. For our in-person kids, your test will be the next day that you're at school. So some of you will have it tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and some of you will have it on Thursday. Okay, so let's do the Chapter 2 review together. If you do not already have your math book open to page 123, please go ahead and get there. If you need to pause the video to find your Chapter 2 math book, you can. And then when you're ready to go ahead and push the play button. Okay, boys and girls, let's do our review. Let's read number 1. It says, circle the part you are taking from the group, then cross it out. Write how many there are now. Remember, this whole chapter, all of chapter 2 has been about subtraction. Subtraction means to take away. So in all of these problems, we're taking away part from our whole. So here it tells us we have 5 zebras. It tells us that. It also tells us that 3 zebras walk away. So we need to circle these 3 zebras that are walking away and cross them out, just like it tells us to in our directions. Now it says blank zebras now. How many zebras do we have left? Let's count them. 1, 2. We have 2 zebras left. So write 2 zebras on your line. Wonderful job, first grade. Now let's move to number 2. It says there are 6 cats. 5 cats run away. So now instead of giving us cat pictures, it's giving us cubes. Cubes are like the circles that we draw. So we start out with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it tells us that 5 of them ran away. So let's get rid of 5 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We subtracted 5. We got rid of those 5 cats. Now, how many cats are left? Just 1. So 6 minus 5 equals 1. Make sure to write 1 on your line. Number 3 is the same type of problem, except we only have 4 dogs. And it says that 1 dog runs away. So we're going to cross out 1 of our cubes. How many cubes do we have left? We started with 4. We took away 1. Let's see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 dogs left. So 4 minus 1 equals 3. Okay, let's look at number 4. We get to be detectives here. We get to decide if what they're telling us is true or not true. We get to decide yes or no if it's right. Let's look at the first one. 5 minus 5 equals 0. If you have 5 and you take away 5, does that equal 0? 5 take away 5, does it equal 0? Yes, it sure does. You're taking it all away. You have 0 left. Now the next one says 2 minus 2 equals 2. Let's check that. If you have 2 and you take away 2, does it equal 2? Do you still have 2 left? No, if you have 2 and you take away 1, 2, you do not have 2 left. You have 0 left. So that's a no. That is not true. Okay, number 4. 4 minus 0 equals 4. 4 minus 0, I'm not taking any away. What does that equal? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, take away 0, still equals 4. 4 minus 0 equals 4. That is a yes. Wonderful. Okay, turn your page. Your next page should look like this. There are 9 pencils. 5 pencils are red. The rest are yellow. We're going to color them in. Now, I have a red pen, but you probably have a pencil. But guess what? You can do this with your pencil because we only need to color in the red ones. So we have 9 pencils. They give us 9 circles. Let's count just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They gave us 9 pencils. They're telling us that 5 of these pencils are red. So I'm going to shade in. Remember, they do not have to be perfect. 5 pencils. Now you're just coloring it in with your crayon or with your pencil. Then it says the rest are yellow. Well, we don't have to color those in. We'll just know that these that aren't colored in are yellow. Let's figure out how many pencils are yellow. So in subtraction, we always start with our bigger number. How many pencils did we start with all together? We started with 9 pencils. So I'm going to put a 9 here. And we're doing subtraction, so I have to have my minus sign. We're not adding. Now, how many pencils did I color? How many pencils did I take away that were red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of my pencils were red, so I'm putting my 5 here. What comes next? What sign do I need? 9 minus 5 equals. Now we get to solve the problem. Now we get to write our answer. How many pencils do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that those are my yellow pencils because these that I colored in were red. So I know that these are my yellow pencils, and there are 4 left. So I'm going to write 4 yellow pencils. Wonderful. Let's do number 6. You guys are working so hard. I'm proud of you. There are 6 frogs on a log. So we have 6 frogs. That's our big number. Remember, our big number always goes at the bottom of our box. 6. 1 frog is big. So it puts my 1 right here. That's part of it. 1 frog is big. The other frogs are small. How many frogs are small? So we know that the big number is 6. And we're taking away 1 of those because that's the big frog. We need to know how many are left to go over here, which would mean those are our small frogs. So the equation that it gives us is 6 minus 1 equals blank. 6 minus 1 equals blank. Now you might know this. You maybe could use your fingers and take away 1. You could put 1 in your head and count up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you could draw a picture to help you. I'm going to draw 6 circles, and I'm going to take away 1. What is your answer to 6 minus 1? 5. I have 5 circles left. When I counted up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I got 5. And when you put up 6 fingers and take away 1, you're left with 5. So 5 is our answer. Okay, number 7. Let me show you how I taught my friends to do this. And I bet your teacher taught you how to do this as well. When you're pairing things, when you're trying to figure out how many fewer things you have, it helps if you'll draw lines to connect them. So connect this bat to that ball. We know that those go together. Connect this bat to that ball. We know that those go together. And connect this bat to that ball. We know that those go together. So now we have to see how many fewer bats there are than balls. How many balls are left without a bat? Yeah, we're missing 2 bats here. We need a bat here, and we need a bat here. We're missing 2 bats. There are 2 fewer bats than there are balls. So we have 2 fewer bats. Okay, let's look at the next one. Number 8. Number 8 says, Maria has 2 rocks. Peter has 8 rocks. How many more rocks does Peter have than Maria? So we know our big number here is 8. It gives us the big number. Now we have to find the 2 parts. We have a little part here, which is 2, and we have to find this bigger missing part. How can we solve this? We could draw a picture. I'm going to draw 8 rocks. And I know that Maria has 2 of those. So I'm going to take off 2 of those. So how many's left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is my missing number. So Peter has 6 more rocks than Maria. Okay, this one is a tricky one, but this is a fun one to do after you figure out how to do it. Okay, we have numbers here, and we have 2 pictures here. We have to complete these 2 subtraction sentences using these 4 numbers. Now, it's already given us the beginning of both its subtraction sentences. In subtraction, we always start with the bigger number. So it's already given us our 6. Now, it has colored in some of these. How many of these did it color in and get rid of? How many did it turn blue? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got rid of 5 of the white squares. They made them blue. So I have used this number 5, and I'm going to put it down here. 6 minus these 5 equals how many white ones? How many white ones do we have left on this one? We just have 1 white left. So I've used this 1. Remember, I'm crossing them out so I know that I've used them. I've used that 1. I'm going to put it right here. So this picture shows us 6 minus 5 equals 1. Now let's do the second one. We're starting with 6 cubes again. It gives us that one. But this time we're only taking away 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're taking away 4. So I'm going to cross out my 4 up here and take it away from 6. 6 minus 4, because we turned those 4 blue. How many do we have left? How many white cubes do you have left? 1, 2. You have 2 left. I'm going to cross out that number since I know I've used it. There we go. Now let's read our sentences. 6 minus 5 equals 1. 6 minus 4 equals 2. Okay, now for number 10, we have to put these 3 subtraction sentences in the box where they belong. So one of these subtraction sentences equals 3, one of these equals 4, and one of these equals 5. We have to match it to where it belongs. So let's do it together. What is 10 minus 5? Let's use our hands. What is 10 minus 5? 10 minus 5 equals what? 5. So I'm going to put a little 5 here just so I remember what it equals. So then what box do you think that this is going to go in? 3, 4, or 5? 5. We're going to write 10 minus 5 in the 5 box because it equals 5. I'm going to put a little X through it, that way I know I've used it. Okay, the next one is 5 minus 1. Show me 5 fingers. Take away 1. How many do you have left? You have 4 left. So I'm going to write my little number 4 here so I don't forget it. And I'm going to write 5 minus 1 in the 4 box because it equals 4. 5 minus 1. I'm going to cross it out so I know I've used it. And the last one is 7 minus 4. Hold up 7 fingers. Take away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do you have left? 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. I'm writing my small number there so I don't forget it. And then I'm going to write 7 minus 4 in the box. And I'm going to cross it out since I know I've used it. Wonderful job, friends. We are moving on to our last page. 2 more problems. Number 11 says, Mr. Bear catches 8 fish. He takes 3 fish home. He throws the other fish back into the water. How many fish does he throw back in the water? Let's see. He starts out with 8 fish. It wants us to draw a picture. So we know we're starting out with 8 because we always start out with our bigger number. 8. Now let's draw our 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He takes 3 of the fish home, so he's taking some of them home. So we're going to cross out 3 of them because we know those fish are going home with him. We're taking away 3, so I'm going to write my 3 at the bottom of the equation. 8 minus 3. Now let's see how many fish he has left to throw back in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 fish left. That means he threw these 5 back in the water. So 8 minus 3 equals 5 because you had 5 left after you took away 3 of them. And the last one, we're not going to write a sentence at the bottom, but we're going to do the subtraction equation together. Remember, in subtraction, we always start with the bigger number. So we have to see how many flowers we started with. How many flowers did we start with? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We started with 8 flowers. Now, how many did we take away? How many flowers did you take away? We took away 3 flowers. Now let's see how many flowers are left. We need to look at the pink flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 flowers left. So our equation says 8 minus 3 equals 5. Wonderful job, boys and girls. Remember, your test will be very, very similar to these questions we just did. On the test, you will have a problem that looks like this, just with different numbers. You'll have a problem that looks like this, with just different numbers. You'll have a problem that looks like this, with just different numbers. It will look very, very similar to this, with just the numbers changed. So if you know how to do all of these problems that we did together today, you will do great on your test, okay? Please do your very best on the practice that you do on your own. That way, when you're ready to take your test, you're good to go and you're able to do your very best, okay? Thank you for working with me today. I'll see you next time.